Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home
Hello and welcome to Lemont High School's first ever virtual commencement ceremony. No one could have predicted that this is where we'd be, but this is where we are, and we're going to do our best to honor the Lemont High School class of 2020. There are several groups of people that I would like to recognize today. I would like to acknowledge and thank the faculty and staff of Lemont High School for continuing to do their best and provide educational opportunities for our students. To our previous graduates that have set the standards for all the graduating classes, thank you. In previous years, we've had graduates participate in graduation ceremonies that weren't typical. Many times, those special ceremonies were for young people going off to fight in wars for our country. This year, we have several members of the class entering the military. We would like to honor them at this time. Evan Goodman, who is joining ROTC, and Jackson Wojnarowski, who is joining the Air Force. On behalf of a grateful school, community, and country, we thank you. To the graduates, some people have compared our battle with COVID-19 to war. I'm not sure how to describe it, but it certainly has changed all of our lives. Our normal routines were changed. Seniors, as a school group, you were hit the hardest. You weren't able to finish your last quarter of your high school career with your friends, with your teachers that you had built strong relationships with over the years. You weren't able to participate in rites of passage, such as prom or an in-person graduation, although we are still hoping to provide those opportunities in the latter part of July. In many ways, this situation has been unbelievable. While living through this situation, there are 4 ideas that I would like to share with you. Number 1, control what you can control. Number 2, do your best at everything. Number 3, be nice to people, give them the benefit of the doubt, treat them like you would like to be treated. And number 4, never, ever, ever root for the Packers. The last one is the only one that I've been able to follow perfectly. The first one, control what you can control. This is tough for some of us because we want to control everything, all the time. This virus showed us that we really can't control everything in our lives. We couldn't do things that we previously had taken for granted. Going to school, going to worship, going to restaurants, hanging out with friends. All of these things were altered and out of our control. That meant for some of us, we needed to let go and realize what we can control is our response to this situation. I can control my mindset. I can be positive. Things can be taken away from me that I can't control, but I can control my thoughts. The second one, do your best at everything. Some people refer to this as your work ethic. I encourage you to always do your best at everything you do, no matter what life throws at you. School for the last quarter was unlike anything any of us had ever experienced. Teachers provided the best education they could for us under these circumstances. Hopefully, you took advantage and did your best. For those of you who didn't, use this situation as a learning experience. From now on, promise yourself that you will always try your best. You can't control being successful at everything, but you can control your effort. Many Americans have lost jobs during this situation, most due not to anything that they did. They had no control over that, but they can control their mindset and they can do their best moving forward. The third thing that you can control is how you treat people. I know it's easier to treat people well when things are going well, but we have to work at it more when things aren't going so well. Remember, you can control how you respond to people. Try to treat them like you would want to be treated. You see, graduates, COVID-19 has been unfair to you. But what I see is a group of young people developing skills that will be of great use throughout the rest of your life. You have become adaptable. You have become flexible. You have become resilient, and you have become patient. There is good that will come out of this. You are going to be able to handle anything that is thrown at you in life. This experience is going to make you tougher as you move on through your life. You've handled this disappointment like the champions that you are. For those of you who play euchre, some may say that you've been dealt a hand of 9s and 10s. For those of you who don't play euchre, that's a really bad hand. But try to remember, it's not always the cards that you've been dealt, but how you play them in life. I encourage you to play this hand that we've all been dealt by controlling what you can control, doing your best, being nice to people, and never ever rooting for the Packers. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Pam Driscoll, and I am the school board president and a proud 1974 graduate of LHS. It is my privilege on behalf of the Board of Education to congratulate the Lemont High School class of 2020. Although we would rather have been on stage with you on the evening of May 22nd, we could not let this occasion go by without telling you how proud we are of you and how special you are to our school, our community, and to all of us. Though nothing could have prepared any of us for the current state of events, in true Lemont High School spirit, you, your teachers, and your families have risen to the occasion. You will not be defined by the pandemic of 2020, but how you face the challenges that come your way. You've had some really big disappointments this year, but I promise you that you will have many good things to look forward to in the future. The hurts and disappointments you feel are real and personal, but you are not alone in this. The whole world is suffering. These are unprecedented times. But some things that never change are courage, kindness, problem solving, hard work, and the ability to work with others. I hope these qualities hold you in good stead for the years to come. Remember where you came from. Welcome to the club. You are a Lemont High School alum. Congratulations and good luck.
Hello, my name is Hannah Dworkin and I am the senior class president. While I wish I could have given this speech in person, COVID-19 was something we didn't expect. And now, the end of our senior year has been taken away from us. But we're going to focus on the positives here. The class of 2020 will go down in history, and this is something we will remember for the rest of our lives. Over the past 4 years, we have fundraised over $4,000, and now that money is going towards the Lemont High School crest and a mural right outside of our gym in our honor. While our time here at Lemont was cut short, this will ensure that our legacy lives on. Stay healthy, everyone, and go Lemont.
Thank you, Hannah, and thanks to the class of 2020 for this generous gift.
Before I begin, I'd like to give a huge thank you to my classmates and friends, my parents and family, my teachers, and all of the staff here at Lemont High School who made these past 4 years everything that they were. So how do we measure the time that we've spent at Lemont High School? As freshmen, we measured it in class periods, counting down the days and hours until the eventual freedom of summertime. As days and weeks passed, we began to measure it through semesters. We graduated from being the clueless freshmen to the sophomores who thought they ruled the school after winning Spirit Week. Junior year came and went. We measured our time through ACT scores and college application deadlines, but we got through it, thank God. And finally, we made it to our first day of senior year. How did the time go by so quickly? As I reflected upon our final year of high school, I realized that it's not through the quantitative calculations in which we measure time, but through the memories. Personally, I will measure it through all of the friendships I've formed at Lemont High School. I will measure it through the times we sang "Don't Stop Believin'" at the top of our lungs during Friday night football games, and the days we stayed up until 3 in the morning practicing and perfecting our skits for homecoming week. I will measure it through the laughs I've shared with my friends in Mr. Cannon's college writing class, the excessive amount of donuts consumed during early morning NHS board meetings, and the times I was told to stop speaking English and presta atención during Señorita Kerrigan's Spanish class. Lo siento, señorita. I will measure it through the conversations that I've shared with my friends in the Commons over the years, and the stress of trying to drive through Starbucks and still make it to school on time each PLC Wednesday. I will measure it through the philosophical dad talks that Mr. Priestley blessed us with in 4th period A-Push, and the competitive games of quad ball and load 'em up played in gym class over the years. And while I often wish I could flip back a few pages in my book and spend a little more time rushing down the parking garage steps or splitting a plate of French fries with my friends at lunch and just roaming around the halls at Lemont High School, it is all the memories shared here that ease the pain of the abrupt ending to our senior year. Because we won't measure our senior year through the time spent self-quarantined or the events postponed due to the coronavirus. We will measure our senior year through the number of teachers, coaches, club advisors, and staff who went above and beyond to make us feel loved and appreciated. We will measure it through Miss Dalton's endless but infinitely affectionate emails that she sent out, and the texts sent back and forth in the senior group chat. We will measure it through the excitement we had when the faculty showed up on our doorsteps to hand deliver our caps and gowns, and the bittersweet feeling we all felt watching Adriana's Class of 2020 grad video. Sure, these unprecedented times have given us a lot to be upset about. But looking back on all the life that we've been able to squeeze into high school these past 4 years, well, 3 3/4 years, might just make up for it. And as we adventure into this new chapter of our lives, let us all remember to cherish every moment. Because you never know when a random Thursday in March will take away every single thing that you once took for granted. Our time here together as the class of 2020 will not be measured by grades or popularity, but by the relationships we formed and the kind of people we were. And if you look back on those relationships that you formed or the kind of person that you were, and you think that you could have been better, move forward. Be better. Wherever life after high school may take you, make sure the mark you leave on the world is a good one. So I'll leave you with one last thing. Make it a great life or not, LHS. The choice is yours.
As previous speakers have noted, the end of the school year has been a series of disappointments for the class of 2020. I so much wish things could have been different. It's natural to dwell on what you have missed during the last 3 months of your high school career. But while things may seem difficult now, there's much you can take away from this experience that you can apply to the rest of your life. Maybe it's a greater appreciation for essential workers who are critical to our economy and frequently put themselves in harm's way, often for low wages. Maybe you've readjusted your definition of necessity. After all, not having enough toilet paper is way more important than getting a haircut. It could be that you've developed an awareness that life doesn't always have to move at breakneck speed and that there's value in slowing down and unplugging once in a while. I hope that you have a deeper understanding of what unwavering commitment and selfless service to others looks like, made crystal clear by the examples set by our first responders, doctors, nurses, and scientists who work relentlessly around the clock. Maybe this experience has been an opportunity to consider a different career path, or perhaps the pandemic is a springboard for you to make a change in the world. You are the first generation of graduates to exist in this new reality. Each of our graduates has lost something over the last few months. In some way or another, you're experiencing the stages of grief, and it's important to recognize this. However, each one of us is not only a part of our school community, but an important part of the global community. And it's important to recognize that fellow citizens across the country and across the world are experiencing their own grief. Tens of millions are out of work. 1/4 of small businesses are on the verge of closing for good. People are using FaceTime to say goodbye to their loved ones. Hundreds of thousands across the world have had their lives cut short because of the coronavirus. It's okay to feel sad, angry, cheated, frustrated right now, but soon you'll find closure. You will accept it, and you will use this experience to make a difference in the lives of others. And someday, I suspect, you too will use those age-old words of wisdom earned by an older generation. You'll start a story for your kids and say, "You think you have it bad? When I was your age." Your parents, your school, and your community are proud of you. I think when you reflect on your years at Lemont High School, you're not going to think about so much what you missed, but what you accomplished in those years as a Lemont High School student. And now, we will transition to the formal presentation of the class of 2020. The mission of Lemont High School District 210 is for all students to become lifelong, independent learners and productive citizens in this rapidly changing world. And graduates, whether you're headed to college, to the world of work, or the military, it's our hope and belief that we realized our mission for each of you. And we hope that we've prepared you for the next step in your lives. I want to take a moment to recognize the members of the Lemont High School District 210 Board of Education. Beverly Marzik, Gary Gray, Renee Kohler, Kurt Cordy, Mary Talley, Board Secretary, Mike Cardis Sr., Board Vice President, and Pamela Driscoll, Board President. I'm proud to present the class of 2020, the 130th graduating class of Lemont High School. As superintendent, I hereby certify that each student has met the requirements for high school graduation as set forth by the state of Illinois. And now we will announce the names of our candidates for graduation.
Pablo Hilario Acevedo. Isabel Grace Acton. Cassandra Ann Albrecht. Charlotte Olivia Albrecht. Noor Al-Hanawi. Danyal Ali.
Andreas Alenkevicius.
James Bruno Amberg. Christine Ada Ansel. Sophia Dimitra Antonopoulos. Alexis Brianna Anzalone. Abby Ruth Ascolani. David Robert Bafia. John Luke Bailey. Mitchell Morgan Barnacle. Riley Harrison Barnacle. Sean Eric Barner Jr. Allison Marie Borowski. Jessica Lynn Bartman.
Jeremy Stanley Bashorka.
Lynn Lee Brett Beadle. Byron Daniel Beck. Jameer Korshawn Bell Ray. Abigail Rose Belson. Bradley Frederick Benson. Isabella Rose Bircher. Rasa Amelia Biscus.
Kyle Nicholas Bone. Mike Janice Borek.
Anna Marie Borzecki. William Andrew Bazoo II. John Matthew Brady. Anthony Vladimir Brown. Derek James Brown. Haley Ann Brown. Ali Helena Bristowski. Eric Kevin Bristowski. Caroline Ann Bukowski. Michael Joseph Belanda. Scott Joseph Belanda. Charles Joseph Burns. Madison Rianne Burns. Austin Joshua Burhoff. Isabella Nana Calcagno. Henry Logan Camp. Salvatore Joseph Campagna. Amelia Tate Caruso. Caitlin Allison Catalano.
Anna Valerie Segal.
Charles Maximilian Sellis. Camille Chernoskaitha. Mia Grace Ann Shalava. Robert Joseph Schmilovsky, Jr. Jonathan Traka. Michael Robert Ciesla. Benjamin Edward Claridge. Jacob William Claridge. Zachary Michael Clark. Francis Michael Kokinis. Vincent Jude Connolly. Matthew Lewis Corbett. Tyler Jacob Craven. Madison Nora Creamer. Erin Elizabeth Crispo. Marta Ava Saigon. John Matthew Chaplicki. Alyssa Ariel Daly. Leah Grace DeAndre Nigro. Matas Rolanus Dogala. Hannah Marie DeFranzo. Juliana Rose DeMeo. Haley Marie Dennis. Kyle Lee Devitt. Sean Daniel Devlin. Delaney Grace DeWalls. Rima Dawan. Dennis Ronald DeLuey Jr. Michelangelo Giuseppe Doronzo. Robin Louise Douglas. Christopher Joseph Duda. Logan Smith Dudney. Joseph Thomas Durkin. Hannah Josephine Dworkin. Nadine B. Effen. Eli Maxwell Eckert. Kaylee Lanai Elwood. Taylor Reese Elwood. Matthew Michael Ercoli. Maximilian Edward Faco. Thomas James Farron. Kira Sinetta Feltz. Maggie Patricia Ferguson. Tyler Joseph Filippini. Sarah Emily Finnemore. Anthony Joseph Fornero. Sean Lucas Franklin. Zachary Jordan Freitag. Leah Adore Gato. Alexandra Natalia Gale. Natalia Galik. Maya Elizabeth Garcia. Morgan Lou Gardner. Aidan Michael Gedville. Jackson Robert Gambara. Evan Andrew Goodman. Lindsay Eileen Gottardo. Michelle Marie Grafin. Logan Michael Griffin. Ava Diane Grubb. Kristen Michelle Hakowitz. Adam Stephen Hagedorn. Cassandra Marie Hamilton. Danielle Renee Hansen. Carolyn Angela Harboot. Adefa Hatham Hashlamoon. Taylor Danielle Hennebree. Riley Brennan Hensley. Joshua Anthony Herrera. Kendra Renee Holt. Mark Carl Hughes. Thomas A. Ibrahim. William Ryan Ignarski. Jonathan Ronald Irace. Danielle Ann Irwin. Nikola Ivosevich. Catherine Margaret Jabay. Julia Rose Yanuskevicius. Lucia Antonia Jaquez. Yusuf Samir Jarrad. Maximus James Johnson. Andrew John Tomko Jones. Manisha Mary Joseph. Andrew Richard Juarez, Linus Antanas Giskelis, Emma Claire Katz,
Tess Jerrianne Camrad, Willow Florence Camrad, Abizer Shoeb Kamperwala,
Emma Konis, Ryan John Kazminski, Hero Ko, Kelsey Louise Klukas, Emily Danielle Canuti, Nicole Allison Commandant, Jacob Thomas Koneska, Tyler Matthew Kowalczyk, Sophie Ann Krivograd, Eric John Kuehl Jr., Grant Corbin LaDuke, Zachary Noah Lehmacher, Julia Danuta Lesnicki, Kyle William Lilwitz, James Anthony Locasio, Nicole Alina Locasio, Thomas John Loeb, Ralph Joseph Louisi, Gracie Jacqueline Long, Sydney Rose Lucenti, Blaine Daniel Luevino, Martina Lukoshite, Callie Elizabeth Madej, Julie Aaron Maduros,
Grace Kaylin Mogjosh,
Emily Elizabeth Maher, Lauren Elizabeth Mandel, Gracie Ann Maniscalco, Kaylee Ann Margetko, Noah Alexander Marino, Emily Elizabeth Marks, Jessica Elizabeth Martinez, Thomas Michael Martirano II, Angelina Francis Marzano, Conrad Edward Mastrude, Natalia Agnieszka Mateja, Meredith Darlene Matthias. Luke David Mayer. Nina Sophia Mazzotti. Julia Eve McCann. Kate Erin McCleary. Blake Raymond McGrath. Zerani Mejia. Jacob Joseph Mendoza Pulido. Nicole Michelle Metzler. Felixas Michulas. Jacob Robert Micklin. Jacob Robert Milcharek. Victoria Nicole Midas. Sebastian David Mikos. Lucas Quinn Miller. Matas Miloncius. Amber Rose Molitor. Aubrey Jean Molitor. Kylie Jean Mooney.
Kaylee Aaron Moran.
Nikita Marochin. Jacob Anthony Morel. Zachary Edward Morris. Julia Marie Muha. Michael Anthony Murphy. Nicholas Vincenzo Muscolino. Michael James Masalam. Cameron Jacob Nagel. Drew Henry Nash. Haley Morgan Nash. Matthew Leonard Nelson. Olivia Elaine Nelson.
Aubrianne Louise Chunying Newman.
Olivia Ann Nitchoff. Kaylee Elizabeth Nunzio. Emily Christine Ojeda Garcia. Emma Grace Olson. Claire Shirley O'Malley. Mark Orzalak. Alyssa Rose Pace. Christoph Patrick Pock. Christina Palamarchuk. Grace Camille Panagasser. Paige Adele Panish. Kaylee Megan Pape. Ariana Courtney Pardoon. Veer Patel. Adriana Virginia Patino. Ella Marie Peelan. Catherine Grace Pesavento. Vincent Christopher Pintozzi. Kai Timothy Plotke. Claudia Polterak. Luke Dominic Positano. Gabriel Elliott Potts. Alexia Marie Saros. Caroline Elizabeth Pilipuke. Alyssa Marie Quaid. Sullivan Briley Rayco. Grace Ann Ray. Michael Kellen Regan. Tadas Rimkavicius. Hannah Bell Rinchich. Hezekiah Nivek Robertson. Nathan Adrian Rodriguez. Henry Michael Rowe. Catherine Lynn Rostis. Daniel James Roth. Brandon Elijah Ruiz. Stephen George Russell. Diana Natalia Riktarchik. Anish Kiran Sabnis. Marco Antonio de Jesus Salazar. Gabrielle Elizabeth Solomon. Anthony Rocco Sembucci. Mirella Nicole Samartano. Haley Marie Sawatsky. Kyle Alexander Schickel. Maren Kathleen Schiffman. Madeline Elizabeth Schmidt. Scarlett Catherine Schuth. Amy Catherine Schwem. Sean Alec Sapansky.
Luke James Selly.
Christina Seskaita. Taylor Johnsy Shimkus. Ethan Michael Siravicius. Andrew Joseph Soroki. Julia Renee Siston. Kimberly Ann Smucksta. Matthew Lawrence Smythe,
Ben Stepanovicius,
Gavin Michael Storty, Ian Roman Stropas, Alex Stirchula, Grant Daniel Sullivan, Jack Ryan Sullivan, James Nicholas Swoboda, Jake Matthew Swallock, Maddox Thomas Swanstrom, Natalie Nicole Swartz, Matthew Ahmad Swenson, Annika Grace Swintek, Nicola Shaflarski, Sophia Marie Talley, Jesse Tan, Nicholas Gabriel Tanasa, Stephanie Tina Tanev, Sarah Ruth Temko, Tiger Wayne Tassell, Benjamin David Thomas, Caitlin Amelia Timbers, Alexander Timotievich, Gabriela Goda Timones, Samantha Trejo, Hannah Louise Troy, Alessandra Patrizia Turano, Gabriela Maria Turano, Enis Uglanin, Stefan Urashevich, Emilia Veshulis, Jenna Eve Valenti, Aaron Edwin Valentino, Kevin Valle, Gloria Stephanie Vargas, Armanda Vasiluskaita, Willis Everett Vivian IV, Alexis Grace Vogel, Emma Volkovas, Thomas John Wallace, Brianna Marie Weber, Avery Mariah Grace Wade, Kayla Marie Wolf, Jackson Richard Wojnarowski, Morgan Marie Rublick, Inez Yagoub. Christina Marie Nina Yanku. Kyle Joseph Zater. Alia Zayed. Marta Irina Zdanovic. Marina Gabriela Zaglin. Daniel Michael Zeiger. Megan May Joe. Edgaris Zillis. Lucas Alexander Ziogas. Daniel Vidal Zuniga.
Graduates of Lemont High School, move your tassel.
Congratulations, class of 2020. Hashtag
Go Lemont!